So when people are like, what's your favorite Star Wars movie? I'm like, there is no Star Wars movie. There is only Star Wars.
Hey, you!
Yes, you! If you like what you see, please hit the like, subscribe, share button, click the bell to all notifications on. If you want to know every single time I upload. I play video games, I do funny videos, I am an absolute crazy ranting crazy person. Please share to Twitter, Facebook, Blogger. I still don't know what the crap Blogger is. And enjoy the video. Leslye Headland, I am not sure what exactly to make of you and your new Star Wars series. Hello everyone, I am Mecha Random 42, the one, the only, the original, your favorite YouTube consumer advocate, Harpy. And who are we harping on today? As if you didn't know by the thumbnail, Leslye Headland, the new showrunner for this new female-centric, all Wahmen lady female universe Star Wars Disney Plus series. You know, the one that she dropped on us in the middle of, well, right before the great toilet paper shortage of 2020, actually.
I am Cornholio. I need TV for my bunghole.
Right at the tail end of all of that Rise of Skywalker controversy, and the one that we suspect was just kind of pushed in from Kathleen Kennedy's camp in the great, two-sidedness of the whole behind-the-scenes Disney Lucasfilm Star Wars drama that is way more entertaining than anything they're putting on screen. Leslye Headland is known for showrunning Russian Doll, and let's not forget the most important job she has ever had. Leslye Headland was the personal assistant to one Mr. Harvey Weinstein. Oh yes, you know that one. That Harvey. You know the Harvey that all of the ladies decided to, I don't know, them two, I guess, I don't know. You know that one, the one that she really, really hoped would forgive her for writing her plays. The one who she idolized and looked up to in her Hollywoodland career. Well, let's see what she's up to today. According to comicbook.com, the Star Wars Russian Doll creator teases the timeline and canon of her Disney Plus series. More importantly, though, I do have to really question if this is even going to be woke at all, or if this is just somebody who is telling Kathleen Kennedy what she wanted to hear behind the scenes. And if this is just going to be a way for a writer to get their foot in the door and play the behind the scenes, it's basically the same as anywhere else. Office politics is what it is, where she has to kiss the right butt of the producer or the head of the studio, in the case of Kathleen Kennedy, just to get that job. Because that's usually what happens in any sort of business, whether it be retail, whether it be the corporate world, or Hollywood as well. Why do I question this? Well, this article that they're pulling a lot of these quotes from came from a podcast today. YouTuber Fantastic Frankie actually had the honor of sitting down with Ms. Headland here for an interview. This is about a 45-minute long interview, and I'm going to link it right here if you do want to check out her entire interview. It's actually pretty fascinating if you want to know a little bit more about who Leslye Headland is, because we don't really know a lot about her except for a couple of things, a couple of people she's worked for, and a couple of little quotes about calling out the white women in Hollywood.
I think white women need to kind of step up their game
for not practicing what they preach.
To be quite honest, like, sorry, but I'm calling you bitches out. Like, I'm also seeing the silent killer, which is a lot of white women at the top who are kind of reinforcing a lot of old ideas.
And her diversity quote saying,
well, white is diverse, which is something somebody said to me. And I was like, wow. I was like, it's not cool, but
white people cannot be diverse. Now, in this clip I'm going to play you, she's talking about a film that she was going to make called Bachelorette, which was kind of an R-rated sort of bridesmaids pre-hangover. And she's talking about how the female characters are in this were not seen as female characters. Let's listen to what she has to say.
And it was really like the first time that I kind of saw them as women.
This is fascinating. The first time she saw the characters she wrote as women, right? That's how you do it. That's how you do it. So now I'm like thinking maybe she's going to go and treat Star Wars like they're characters and people, not like they're just there for their label. Maybe she's had a little talking to since then. Maybe we're actually making some progress and some headway. Or maybe she's just telling the studio execs exactly what she needs to tell them to work in Hollywood. Because seriously, how many of these writers are actually happy writing characters that are no deeper than their gender or their skin color, especially if you're going into Star Wars? That I still kind of have an issue with her wanting to come into Star Wars having no clue about Star Wars. Clearly, that's what it comes across as to me when we see all these other videos that we've done about her, and I've done some videos about this too, where she is asked what Star Wars she likes.
What kind of Star Wars fan are you?
And she says,
I am the type of Star Wars fan that doesn't even have a favorite movie.
I like all of the Star Wars. There isn't a Star Wars film I like all of it. It's a whole universe.
I just want to live in the universe of Star Wars continually, in perpetuity, forever.
That's kind of an answer that tells me you either didn't see it and you don't know what to say specifically, or you're trying to be very, very diplomatic.
So when people are like, what's your favorite Star Wars movie? I'm like, there is no Star Wars movie. There is only Star Wars.
Or possibly it is a very diplomatic answer to somebody who might prefer, I don't know, the prequels.
Say something about the
to the regular original trilogy. There's nothing wrong with the prequels, mind you, even though I don't personally like them. And Natalie is getting as bad as Brie, I swear.
Please like the video if you liked it. If you didn't like it, keep your comments to yourself.
Both of them, wow. And it's always, and you know what?
Cocaine is a hell of a drug.
It's always these actresses that are always into their activism that are just crashing into my stream. This is what's fascinating, though, when she says she doesn't view them as female characters. She just views them as characters.
Oh, yeah, I guess they are all women. Like, you know, like I just didn't really see myself as other. And I think you don't until people other you or female identifying viewers want to consume. And I'm kind of like, I don't know if that's true. I mean, like, I consider myself to be somebody that kind of consumes based on or watches based on just interest, not necessarily like extreme identification.
So I am concerned and confused as to why the whole flip-flop right now. Is this really Leslye Headland, or is Leslye Headland the one that talks about all the Star Wars?
There is no Star Wars movie. There is only Star Wars.
So that was just fascinating to me, because the articles will always paint a lot of these creators, a lot of these producers and showrunners as one type or another based on how they're trying to lead the story. You know, if you get a website like comicbook.com here, a lot of the time you're going to get, and especially your Screen Rants or your CBRs, you're going to get these, oh, it's going to be a female-centered Star Wars series, because I know I've made videos on that. Now, according to Leslye Headland, she's either flip-flopping or this is really what she's doing all along, and she's just playing the little behind the scenes, appeasing the corporate, you know, the owners of the franchise, basically the people in charge.
So when are you writing a Star Wars movie?
Oh, please, Queen Kathleen Kennedy.
For their personal, whatever they're trying to infuse, you know, like Kathleen Kennedy always says, the Force and female. Star Wars fans have had a lot of good content to look forward to in the years ahead. Have had, will have. I would say have had. You know, I guess Baby Yoda's probably the best things that's come out of Star Wars in a long time. Oh, there he is. Oh, he's hiding. Oh, Baby Yoda, is he okay? Is he hiding? Did we scare him? We might have scared him with Leslye Headland. Star Wars fans have a lot of good content to look forward to in the years ahead, with new stories being told in films, on television, and in comics and novels. Oh, don't get me started on the High Republic. One of the most highly anticipated projects among those is definitely Leslye Headland's Disney Plus series, which was confirmed to be in the works earlier this year. The currently untitled series is set to be a martial arts thriller. Oh, we have Jedi, though. Didn't you hear?
You can't stop me, I'm a Jedi from Jakku.
Following a female protagonist within a point in time that has been largely unexplored in the Star Wars universe. I would say it's in a pocket of the universe and a pocket of the timeline that we don't know much about. That's what I can say. Is this like the Lego Star Wars? Oh, don't get me started on the Lego Star Wars movie. Headland also spoke about the notion of her show being female-centric, but argued that its unique approach to the canon will hopefully appeal to a larger swath of the fans of the franchise. That is something we kind of need. Problem is, people are already going to have their mind made up on Leslye Headland, whether I say I might have been wrong about her or not. It's really how people are going to perceive her, especially after being burned so bad with this whole Star Wars, Force is female, Rey is the bestest thing ever.
You can't stop me, I'm a Jedi from Jakku.
Rey, don't you make me go full harpy on you. I already did to the Mary Sue this morning, and I can do it again if I have to. I swear she's becoming just like Brie. Just because my show is technically, yes, female-centric, meaning it centers around a female protagonist, I don't think that it necessarily excludes men from that space. This is kind of the opposite of what we've been getting with a lot of these interviews and articles for the past few years because they've been so anti-male. I wonder, because I just did a video on how the very, very SJW woke writer for the Superman and Lois show was just let go. So I wonder if this is like a new step in entertainment where they're tired of not making money and they're tired of fans just completely leaving them, because that's what we're doing. We're just leaving. You know, you can keep insulting us and keep insulting us, and eventually we're just going to go somewhere else. So is this a little too late? This might be too little too late at this point. So she says, I don't think it necessarily excludes men from that space. I relate to the male characters all the time. I root for Mando. I root for Luke. An inclusive space, it means an inclusive space. But at the same time, I think that just because something has a female protagonist doesn't necessarily mean it's only for women. We know. This is all recent stuff. This is all more of a recent thing. Because look at the characters that I grew up having as female protagonists. Well, I come from more of like the 80s horror stuff where pretty much every female character was the final girl and defeated the monster. They defeated the bad guy, from Alice and Kristen and Nancy and Nightmare on Elm Street and those franchises to pretty much Jamie Lee Curtis from Halloween, and I'm totally blanking on her name, of Laurie Strode because I'm a dum-dum. Ripley on Alien, Sarah Connor. We've had countless female protagonists. We've had countless strong, amazing female characters. We never felt excluded when we didn't see a chick on screen. And hopefully this nonsense mumbo jumbo of all these not too bright sort of studio heads, Kathy, maybe they can realize that the rest of the world isn't as little narrow and small and Istanphobic as they are in their own little circles. Maybe. But again, is the damage done? It really, really feels like the damage might be done. I kind of see if Star Wars was a religion, like to think of my show as a tent revival, Headland continued. Oh no. You can come on over if you want. We're going to be talking about some cool stuff. There's going to be some things we haven't discussed in the canon yet. Ooh, red flag. That is going to be something where they change the canon or add to it that nobody's ever seen before. It's going to be some supernatural power, like, oh, and now they can fly through space like they didn't allow. Yeah, they did that in Last Jedi. Something dumb like that. There are going to be some characters you don't know about. I would love you to join us. I would love you to be interested in it. If it's not your thing, the cool thing about Star Wars right now is there's so much you can align yourself and get invested in. But if you don't like it, that's fine. She's not calling us all a bunch of istophobes yet. There's none of this. And if you don't like it, you're an ist or a phobe. That is kind of what we need. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know if it's too little too late. So here we are. This is just going on to the yada yadas and nobody cares territory. What do you guys think? Is this too little too late? Is she just reversing? Which is the real Leslye Headland here? Is she really like an absolutely amazing sort of screenwriter that's just playing and saying exactly what she needs to do to claw her way to the top? Which I'm thinking maybe she actually is now. Or is she just going to fill it full of whammon, identity garbage because, the studio heads might say so? Tell me what you guys think in the comment section below. Are you looking forward to this? I am, because that's job security. I will talk to you guys on the next video, live stream, or wherever. Bye. Thanks for watching. If you liked it, make sure to hit that like button. And if you want to see more, don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next video. Bye.
Say something fucking nice about Jar Jar Binks.
I would.